NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To throw, it's Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where...
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
From the 50, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Fields. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Switch! Switch!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Showtime, baby.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Fields. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On first down, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
On first down, Lance.
And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Lance to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Bang, 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 bang. Like nine. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check, check. Lucky.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he works free. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 13. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Shoot. Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fields. And as he throws and the ball is out. It's a live football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Play action. It's Fields. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. This one to the left to Higbee.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Lance's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Take 4, 36, 36.
On 1st down, it's Sanders, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check it.
Now Lance. He's got Fuller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they've done a nice job of bottling him up.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Check 13. Check 13.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They got a shot.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They give it off here to the tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
A score that puts him in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. the incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here and gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although at any time, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Now the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But